Cover up with some sandpaper just so that it is not, in case it has any kind of film on the outside of it. Also, it's to show some, to resemble some wear, like the Statue of Liberty would have, let's see, would have gotten a little bit of wear and tear from being out there. So we're kind of roughing it out. 240 milliliters of white vinegar with 100 grams of sea salt.
And then you get an explosion.
Okay. And then we're going to put the copper in the sea salt and vinegar solution for 1 hour. We're not going to do all the pieces. We're just going to do about 3 of them so that we can have it for other boys and girls to test the same thing. 3 copper pieces sitting in our solution of white vinegar and sea salt. Just mix that up good. It's supposed to sit in there for an hour. It said at least an hour in our notes. So we're gonna probably tell them we would come and check it after lunch, which should be about 11-ish. Okay, so we're gonna add 240 milliliters of white vinegar to this cup. This little cup will hold 80 milliliters at a time, so that's 3 cups, right? And then they want us to measure out a couple of tablespoons of sea salt. Sea salt.
You put it in the oven.
And this is going to, we're going to put the copper pieces into the salt and vinegar concoction. So let's see. Bring me 2 pieces of the copper. Any 2 pieces. Okay. And we're just going to drop them in, like so. I'll show you. It's in there. All right. Okay. And we're going to let those sit for, the book says, at least an hour. And then we're going to take them out and put them on a piece of, like a paper plate, and we're going to spread some of the salt residue on top of them and leave them overnight, and we'll check them out tomorrow. But we will check them in an hour and we'll see what they look like at that point. All right, you can stop the video. Okay, so we've got our copper little examples in our, I poured the water off of the top of the vinegar and salt solution, okay? And we're just going to fish those out and put them into our bowl here. Ooh, it's got a bunch of salt in it. And then our instructions say to kind of just pour the salt and vinegar mixture over the top of the pieces of copper and let them sit. See that? Let them sit overnight, and we will check them tomorrow. And we'll see if they have turned green like the Statue of Liberty. Okay, these are the copper pieces that we put in the vinegar and sea salt solution. We've not washed the salt off of them yet. We will. But you can see where they have turned green. in some places. And so that's what color the Statue of Liberty is. So we saw that worked. Here are some from last year that I kept from last year. And you can see that even though the salt has been washed off of them, obviously, they still kept that green color on them. So those are just an example.